Hey guys, this is Sarah's Night. Well, finally, after like 5 years, I've gotten back on the Mega Man X series, which I had promised Ixzion I would continue ever since he left off at X4, like 6 years before. I immediately got on with X5 and X6, as those of you who have been subscribed to my channel pretty much since the beginning might already know. Because I actually did like those games, and X7 sucked, but I determined to get through it again and try to give it a fair chance. And then about 2 or 3 Robot Master stages into X7, way back then, again, this was like 5 years ago, video capture device just started having all sorts of problems and I could not continue. But now that the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, or whatever they call it, has come out on Steam, this was my opportunity to come back. So we're actually starting off, I just decided to get back to the point in the game where I left off, like I defeated like 3 of the 8 Red Alert members, the faction that I'm fighting for no good reason whatsoever. As far as I can see, I defeated those exact 3 again before starting recording again, so we're at the same point where I left off way back then. I'll link you to the previous videos from so long ago where I actually started this LP. And also I decided I might as well just link you to the Mega Man X1 through X4 LPs that Ixzion did shortly before that. And I think Lantis was there for all of them. And I was there for X4 as a guest, because like X4 is freaking awesome. But then Ixzion was like, you know, I think X5 through X8 sucks. I don't know if he ever even played the later ones past maybe 5 and 6. I don't know if he really even gave 7 and 8 a chance, but kind of good reason for that. 7 just blows. And 8, while an improvement, was okay at best. So I was like, no, I'll finish this for you. And hey, even though it's, you know, 5 years late to the party, I'm gonna do it. Okay, so the ones we defeated so far were freaking, God, Tornado Tanyan. That has to be the worst, the absolute worst name for any Robot Master I have heard in the entire X series. This is. And he was like the most just like offensively, stereotypically fruity acting. I don't know. I don't guess that's supposed to be like outright homosexual, but like just that real fruity and elegant type. And it reminds me of a freaking Bandiger from Thousand Arms, and I always hated that character. And there's several other examples I know you can think of that you've seen in various works of fiction. But so we got Tornado Tanyan, Splash Warfly, almost as bad, and Soldier Stone Kong. So the obligatory jungle and water and well, I guess the radio tower isn't a very cliche level, but we got the water and the jungle theme out of the way. So I'm trying to think who might be weak to the earth-based attack, water, or I guess like a tornado. That was a pretty lame move from all of these guys. Actually, I have not seen like the water harpoon type attack that Splash Warfly gave us, because I had to quit right after that one. So I've not had the chance to try it out yet. Who knows? It might not suck, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Well, let's try the lava level. Might be weak to water. And also noticed something. I'm sure I made this observation back then, but it's like Alia kind of made a small deal about forming up your team when before you're about to go into a level, and it's like, as long as you got just Zero and Axel, what does it matter who comes first? Whoever starts out first, whoever you got in front, you can just switch that out with the press of like L2 and done.
Can you hear me?
See? Easy. It makes no difference. I guess once you get X in, since you can only go in teams of 2. But as far as I know, you really can't get X until towards the end of the game when you're about to tackle the final stages, like pretty much after you've beaten all 8 guys from Red Alert. You'll melt if you touch the molten rock. Yeah, I think I've seen, I was recently reading through, or I spent like a lot of downtime at work as of late, going through this website called tropes.com. It just lists like all the tropes in books, TV, television, movies, anime, video games, like anything you can find. And you'll see like examples of them. I don't know, just one of those things I found interesting that I just start, you know, I'll click on another page once I see a link to another trope that, you know, sounds interesting to look into to me. And I'm like, oh, you know, I can't believe I never really consciously noticed this before. But one of them was pertaining to the Mega Man X games, and it's like, why, you know, why can you take damage from seemingly anything except just the minute you touch spikes or lava or something? Oh crap, he actually killed one of the guys I was supposed to rescue. Sorry, buddy. I failed you there. Anyway, so that was a trope. I can't remember what it was actually called, but it was just like, it was just brought up the question of why X and Zero and Axel, everybody in the Mega Man X series, you know, will die in one hit from just certain things that don't seem like they should really do that much more damage than anything else that they can get hit by. And it said that, I don't know if this is like official, but apparently, you know, like X's armor is made out of like titanium, so if you actually took like the melting point of that, it's actually way higher than like the normal temperature of lava, for instance. It's like that shouldn't really be able to melt titanium because titanium has a higher melting point than what temperatures lava can normally exceed to. So I thought that was interesting. This gameplay is just so slow, and what's worse is that every time you get hit by something, well, not every time, but a lot of things, you'll just fall over backwards, and you know, you gotta wait a few seconds for them to just get back up. It just really slows down the gameplay, and that's something you should just totally not have. That's a problem you really should not have in a Mega Man X game. That's just all there is to it. That's probably easily the biggest problem with this game, but other little things just contribute on top of that. The music is lame. At least all of the Red Alert members that I've fought so far, you know, you know, who's playing as our 8 signature bosses before the final stages of the game, who they're playing as, they're lame. Really, the storyline is probably the dumbest I've heard, because there's just no reason for the conflict. It's like Red Alert is willing to sacrifice 8 of their best guys just to get Axel back. That really makes no sense to me. Oh good, I teleported out just in time I realized Axel was on his last legs. If I recall, that was something that they kind of improved upon for X8, and unfortunately I could not reach you, sir. I am sorry. I guess I will have to get some kind of jumping ability first. But in X8, I think once your HP reaches 0, since you're going in teams of 2 in that version as well, they just teleport out and let the next guy come in, and they actually heal up a little bit in the background while the other guy's taking points. So that was pretty good. But in X7, if you reach 0, even if the other guy that you that was waiting on the sidelines has full HP. It doesn't matter, it counts as a death. And I don't know, to some extent I can understand that. It really is kind of your bad for not teleporting out first, so I'm not really gonna criticize X7 on that. It's already got enough problems. Oh, what the? Yeah, see, you really get knocked over there, and you're helpless to get up until the game just allows you to.
Can you hear me, Zero?
Really kind of slows the pacing of the action. Well, not kind of, greatly. So what is our... I haven't tried out the weapon from Splash Warfly yet. How does that go? With it equipped, this is how it works. And... okay, I gotta be careful there. I don't know, unless you could do a combo with that, it really doesn't seem like it's of much use unless it just does that much more damage than a normal saber attack. Oh wow, I let all those guys die. Wow. I actually feel kind of bad for that. And you know what? I'll actually give X7 props. As I was playing through back up to this point just now, to start the LP again, there were a couple of other instances where I noticed that an enemy had gotten to Maverick Hunter first before I could touch him and thus rescue him. And that's actually kind of cool. The fact that they actually can be killed and you failed to rescue them. It seemed like unless a nightmare enemy was nearby in X6, that it didn't matter. Like they couldn't be. It was just a matter of reaching them. Any other enemy could not seem to actually kill the hunter himself unless it was one of the nightmares, which I mean kind of made sense, but at the same time I'll admit it's a slight improvement that more is actually on the line this time. Seemingly any enemy type can get to a Maverick Hunter before you. Oh, well, that was actually pretty nice for these guys. They seem to have a lot of HP and one good harpoon will do it. I guess since that one was from the side, it didn't count as well. Get hit while over the lava, you just helplessly fall in.
Ready?
See, like in previous X games, you would just wince slightly. You could still save yourself out of a hopeless dive under, over a bottomless pit or lava or water or whatever. And the other thing is your perspective keeps changing, like or not your perspective, but like the direction you're looking in. So you'll find yourself kind of end up walking in another direction suddenly, proceeding forward, and sometimes you just can't save yourself. There's just really no reason for that. Or at least it feels that way. For all I know, I might be ever so slightly shifting on the D-pad, and that's doing it, but it's rather sensitive. Can mess you up. But again, just the gameplay, the controls in this, it seemed doomed from the beginning. You just weren't going to be able to make like a tightly controlled, fast-paced X game this way. And what happened? Suddenly went off of my special weapon. Okay, you know what? Maybe we just need to get Axel for this. Let's see what he can do with the splash laser. Okay, I can see that being all right. And I'm having some major trouble during this. Excuse me, having some major trouble during this segment. Oh, Paul is considered dead. I did not reach him in time, I guess. I guess maybe if you die while they're in view, then that's considered lost or something, because I didn't see an enemy actually get him.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Axel?
Let's just slide on past here. Let's not waste time. Alright, this time it's okay, let's be a little bit careful proceeding past these, because they will clearly knock you around. And there's lava to your immediate vicinity, on all sides. Okay. Well, no. Guess I can maybe, like, air slide over. And I cannot line back up with, yeah, that's not good. Okay, seemed like I was so close to him, just under the swing. Really? Please don't. Yeah. Okay. This is really awkward. At least as far as I can tell, you can't. And Zero died before I could get to that.
Ready?
I was not paying attention to his life bar.
Can you hear me, Zero? Can you hear me, Axel?
I heard you, Alia. Okay, apparently kind of sliding around seemed to enable me to orient myself better as I'm going across these narrow bridges. That attack has a little bit too much reach. Oh, whoops. Thought I slid in midair.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Axel?
Oh no. Thankfully that just seemed to like where it just kind of made him flinch for a second midair, and he could still save himself instead of being totally knocked over backwards. And it actually take like several seconds to get back up, do anything. no! Alright, let's go to another stage. My controller's getting a little bit out of control there. Did not try going here before. Does anything different happen? Okay, I can choose between normal and hard. It seemed like if I... Yeah, if I press select, there's... This way I can choose between normal and easy. I don't know why, because I fully intend to never play this game again after this, but... So you'd think normally I just wouldn't care whether I'm on easy or not just to get it over with, but... There's something about taking on at least normal challenge level. Okay, well, let's try Tunnel Base. Who's this guy? What is a Gungaroo? And the fact that, like, its element, its theme of choice here is vanishing. Invisibility. Not water, fire, turbo, power, speed, whatever. It's kind of weird that Zero is still equipped with the harpoon automatically. What's this thing? Oh, ride armor. Okay. And it can slide. Oh, do have a alternate attack. Missiles. I guess that's what'll defeat the thing that had the shield that I couldn't seem to break. Are they limited? Well, I am really glad I have this because I don't see myself getting through such seemingly heavy fortifications with just Zero. I need to step back a little bit so I can actually as if I keep aiming it. Okay, there we go. Let's rescue Dan before he gets killed. Okay, maybe we can just try to move past here. Okay, I was about to say, is the door seriously not going to open for me unless I defeat all enemies or something? Because that's definitely new.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Zero?
Oh, let's see what Halia has to say. Radiation! Okay, well here's a Tornado Tanyan's ability, and I realized that pretty much in one good tornado attack you can take out those guard walls. Assuming I can aim properly, but you know, with this 3D perspective. Unfortunately, unless I have ride armor, I'm not gonna be able to get that Maverick Hunter out there. I suppose I can always kill myself and grab him on the way down, but... Okay, why does it... Am I shifting over to the harpoon somehow? Automatically? Because it seems like trying to access any other special weapon, unlike in X4 through 6, I can't just press like I can't just scroll over to it on the fly. I actually have to pause, go to the menu, and select it. Oh. Large ride armor, guys. It seems that Axel can fire fast enough to keep up. Oh, I meant to, yeah. And I was way off on that. Let's do that again. You'll just excuse me, I need to rescue this guy, thank you. Oh. Am I supposed to go? Whoops.
Ready?
Maybe I better try defeating those guys before trying to go through the door. Let's see what the tornado attack can do to them. Well, unless it's one hit, I don't see this really being useful against them.
Here goes nothing.
It is kind of nice that at the same time, being on Tornado Tanyan's weapon, Axel's regular attack also changed from like bullets to a laser. I don't know, that's just kind of cool. Nice little extra. Okay, maybe I'm free to access this door now. Or not. Alright, what's going on here? Oh. I guess I had to just kind of walk against it for long enough and eventually it'll let me through. Whatever.
Ready?
Can you hear me, Zero?
Well, I can always try dashing past, can't I? And yeah, again, equipping a water harpoon thing automatically. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, that's not gonna work, apparently. Maybe that's not the way out. Well, I can't hop up there. You know, for gigantic ride armor, had very little HP. In fact, I think these guys, I don't know if I really noticed it in the when I was actually started this LP. In the very first stage, I went through Soldier Stone Kong's stage. I can't even say that without feeling stupid. There were like these, like, I don't know, gorilla type looking robots that were about my height. Didn't seem that, you know, didn't seem that gigantic and hardy or anything, but they had a crap load of HP. Way more than these ride armor guys, like twice as much, I'd say. Well, it's a good thing I found ride armor to get through this. It would suck to have to go through all these guys. Unless they're just respawning. I don't know, they might be. I really haven't got my bearings on the size of this area yet. Oh, cool. I can jump with this thing. I like this riding crab armor. There's a jump attack too. Okay, are these guys respawning? Oh, it's telling me number of targets remaining, so okay, just have to survive on the battlefield long enough. There's a guy I missed. It's nice how instead of accidentally, you know, crushing him beneath my ride armor, I'm just touch him and he's rescued. Okay, that should be it. Just had to completely fight through a certain group of enemies. Oh good, so now even if I game over, I'll end up back at this point. Thank God the game at least included that function.
Who'd have thought I'd turn out stronger than you? I'm not the kid you used to know.
So this is like a kiddie-ish type enemy, or like he was designed to be kind of more boy-like, like Axel?
Now. Don't call me a kid. I ain't that no more.
This dialogue is stupid.
If you keep misbehaving, you won't get your snack.
Okay, but that was actually kind of funny in the moment. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna survive this one, but okay, are there other enemies on the field here? Oh. Oh no, I can go toe to toe with him in ride armor. So I'm guessing he has another phase after this then. Well, I'm just gonna plug away at him. I'm not really gonna care about it because it looks like he only has so much HP. He's got twice as much HP as the, you know, the ride armor. Alright, he's fast moving. His battle is actually, you know, slightly... I don't really feel like everything is proceeding so slowly here. I don't know, somehow this just feels a little more closer to the fast pace of the previous game, so that's good. At least just for this one instance.
Triangle kick. Triangle kick.
It's like using martial arts on me or something.
Triangle.
Oh, okay, this is a barricade. That's what those things are in the corners. It's actually significantly smaller than Zero. I should kind of feel like an idiot, you know, actually being pushed around by this guy when I'm Zero, you know. So here's like aside from X, he's supposed to be like the best hunter. Wiley's ultimate achievement.
Triangle kick. Triangle kick. Triangle.
Yeah, I didn't even really try to look for a weakness weapon here. Let's see what we got.
Triangle kick. Triangle kick.
Well, except he just kind of danced around me, kicked the crap out of me instead. Okay. But since I'm at the boss now, we'll go ahead and finish this up. Oh, I have a chip. That is another thing I will give credit to this game too. I do like this version of being able to like power up. This is definitely better than previous games. I mean, I guess in a way, some of them didn't even really have a way to power up except just through the normal heart containers, and well, that's about it. Just increase your HP or get a special kind of armor. But I do like this extra little bit, and this seems to work a lot better than the way they did it in X6, like extra abilities you could equip. Got like a chart where, you know, you can decide between 3 broad categories and go so far in each of them. That's already like more, you know, choice you have and, you know, leveling up, so to speak, than say Final Fantasy 13. Which inevitably, when playing this game, I can't help but think of Final Fantasy 13 because that's akin to X7 in that, you know, 7 is by far the worst of the Mega Man series. Actually, no. I think I will go with powering up on Axel instead. To where, you know, since Axel just has like a volley of shots, he can just, you know, repeatedly shoot. You know, being able to have like a increased attack power basically on each of those bullets, it seems overall it's going to have a much greater effect than trying to add attack power to Zero's saber combo, or just like the number of hits on Zero's combo, which apparently that's what speed meant, because I powered up a level on that with Zero, and it's just like it just added a extra hit to his basic combo. But yeah, that X7 is by far the embarrassment to Mega Man X franchise. Well, 13 is definitely that way to Final Fantasy, except 13 is even more of a downgrade from the other Final Fantasy games, in my opinion, than X7 was to the rest of the X games. Like, I think I'd give this game maybe a 3. Final Fantasy 13 is like a 2.
How do you
On a scale of
figure,
1 to
Axel?
10.
Who'd have thought I'd turn out stronger than you? I'm not the kid you used to know.
But you're acting like a kid right now.
Don't call me a kid.
Says Axel
I ain't
in that,
no more.
you know, first grader mocking tone. I know you are, but what am I?
If you keep misbehaving, you won't get your snack.
I don't know why, but that last statement's kind of funny. Boy, really lucky that ride armor just happened to be available. Alright, back to Splash Laser. Let's see what this does. Well, doesn't seem to do much. What about the laser? I don't know, it seems like I'm able to shift direction and everything and kind of slide around a lot more easily on this particular battlefield right here than in other areas of the game. I don't know what it is, must be my imagination. I'm never going to be close enough for that tornado to be worth anything, probably. You really need to kind of stay far away from this guy. Well, I guess I don't have his weakness weapon. I don't see why Soldier Stone Kong's, you know, Gaia shield should do anything. Because they made it out to be like it's just entirely for deflecting bullets. Certainly, so it's certainly not going to be good for like an enemy that entirely attacks melee. You know, this laser might actually be hindering me here, considering it might actually only do the same amount as each bullet from his Maxwell's like regular gun. So I'm going to be doing damage much less frequently if I stay on the laser. Okay, I need to switch to 0. Okay, maybe if I keep it up at this pace, 0 will get him before he gets me. This Gungaroo, what is that, like a kangaroo? What? Or a mix between a dog and a kangaroo looking thing? I mean, he's got like basic body shape of a kangaroo, but it seems like his face is more dog-like. Okay, just one good combo up in his grill. Oh boy. Yeah, I just knew I had to get the last hit on him. We were both down to the wire there, and it... I don't know, he had an invincibility frame or a shield up of some sort. Okay, I'm gonna try to get away from him starting out. Okay, so you can stay in the right armor if you just... This is by far like the coolest enemy so far, you know. I mean, I guess that's not saying much, but I do kind of like, you know, how we got like a boxing dog kangaroo creature here. His name sucks, but, you know, can't have it all. Okay, let's get away from him there.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, Zero's on his last hit, so...
Triangle kick.
Seems like he had a Ryu and Ken's uppercut that Shoryuken has that kind of attack.
Triangle kick. Triangle kick.
And what I hate is when I accidentally press circle again too fast in the middle of Axel's initial slide, and that causes him to do just like that wussy tumble roll instead of another quick slide, which will of course cover much less distance than doing a second slide out of the way, so you really got to time that well. Okay, almost done. Maybe 2 more hits. Oh, just 1 more. Just explosion, that's what it's called. Well, and then she calls it a grenade launcher, is like... Maybe it's just using explosion as like some kind of explanation for... like the onomatopoeia of shooting a grenade launcher and firing off into somebody's face. Explosion. Alright, that's 1 more red alert guy out of the way. 4 out of 8 down. And we will continue this in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.